If you have been trading for a while but still can't find success, or you just want to start learning trading the right way, this guide is for you. In this video, I'll walk through the 3 key stages every trader must follow to achieve success and what each stage include. Whether you're starting fresh or improving your skills, join me as I'll reveal the blueprint that will change the way you trade and help you become consistently profitable. This is Mulhan Trading, and let's get into the video. When people first hear about forex trading, they often imagine making fast and big money by just clicking a few buttons on their computer. I mean, I had the same expectation myself. I thought I'd be a millionaire in few months and lucky enough to win every time without putting in much time, but that was not the reality. Some even start thinking about quitting their jobs because they believe they found the holy grail. They might expect to become millionaires in no time, thinking it's like a video game where you win every level. Some might even think they don't need to learn anything and can just copy what others are doing, but in reality, forex trading is more like learning a sport. It takes a practice, strategy, and patience. Just like you can become a football pro overnight, you can become a trading expert without putting the effort to understand the rules, practice your moves, handle your win and losses. So I can admit that, it's really exciting, but we need to remember that successful trading needs learning and discipline, not just luck. A lot of time when you start learning trading, or you just start trading, you have a lot of expectations, but those expectations are mostly wrong. So let's compare some expectations to the reality, and that's based on my experience over 6 years of trading. Now, a lot of people will think that, trading is a quick way to get rich. Well, that's totally wrong. In reality, trading requires skill, experience, and consistent effort. While we know that it's possible to make profits, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication to become consistently profitable. Success doesn't happen overnight, and unrealistic expectation of quick riches can lead to reckless trading and a lot of losses. The other wrong expectation is that trading requires very little effort and very little time. But in reality, successful trading demands a lot of time and a lot of effort. It involves continuous learning and improving over years. Because if it was this easy, then everyone is going to do it and everyone will be rich. But only few people who are really sacrificing their time in order to learn something and master it, those are the people that will be rewarded at the end. So it's not really easy and it's not really for everyone. Now, the last thing is that a lot of people think they will never experience fear. When they enter a trade, buy, sell, they will never feel fear. But in reality, we all know that trading involves risk, and fear is just a natural response to uncertainty. Traders must learn to manage anxiety and avoid making decisions solely based on fear. Now, based on my experience and learning journey, which took a lot of time, I can say that every trader needs to go over those 3 stages or 3 phases to become a successful trader. If you're looking to secure up to $4 million in trading capital, look no further. Bespoke is one of the best firms in the industry now. Trade at your own pace with no time limit, very low spreads and slippage, request a payout in 14 days and get it in less than 24 hours, balance-based daily drawdown, and much more other features. For a special 10% discount on all accounts, use code MULHAM at checkout and find all links in the description. Let's continue. Now, starting with the first phase, and this is the researching phase, it can be different from someone to another, but it takes few months, and it depends on how much time you put into this stage. This is the first stage that everyone needs to start with. This is how you start trading. You really want to know what fits you. You really want to know your trading style. So we're gonna start with the first thing, which is the trading style. You're gonna go over as many trading styles as possible, such as trend lines, Elliott waves, harmonics, more money concept, ICT, all of those trading styles. You're gonna decide which one you prefer. So if either you trade trend lines, you want to trade harmonic, you want to trade small money concepts, you just pick the trading style that fits you and fits your personality. From there, you're gonna go and you're gonna learn about the strategies inside of this, trading styles. So let's say you focus on the smart money concept, which is my thing, okay? And you would go over a lot of YouTube videos. That's gonna be your thing. You're gonna go over a lot of videos. Sometime your time will be wasted because not everyone is as honest as the others. So sometime your time will be wasted, but that's something you gotta go through. You would go over different strategies. You would take notes about each strategy and see which one fits your style. So you're gonna go make your research, go over a lot of strategies, make notes about each one, and then compare each of those just from the look from the outside perspective. You're gonna pick one or two or three, depends on the the ones that you like. And after that, you're gonna learn about risk management and executions. So risk management, you would learn about, how to calculate your lot size. You're gonna learn about how to be disciplined, how to always risk the same thing, for example, 1% every time. And you would make some research about, the platforms that you execute the orders in. For example, you have MetaTrader or TradingView and other, platforms. After that, you're gonna go to the psychology part. You're gonna get prepared for something new and different because you're very new to trading. You were just introduced to trading, so you gotta be prepared. In your psychology, you gotta believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. Say, okay, it's gonna take time, but I'm gonna make it at the end. Say this to yourself every day, and you'll feel the difference. And at the end, you gotta set some realistic expectations. As we discussed earlier, you want to have realistic expectations. Otherwise, you would not be satisfied with the outcome. Now, when we are done with the stage one, which can take, as I said, a few months or sometime a year, maybe it depends on your time every day. We gotta go through the stage two, which is refining or optimizing. So we first start with picking the strategy. So from stage one, we had a lot of strategies, right? And we took notes about each strategy. Now, from that research, we're gonna pick 1 to 3 strategies to move forward with. The bigger the number is, the better. So I really suggest going with 3 strategies. Just pick the best 3 strategies that you find from your, from your notes. You're gonna go and you're gonna backtest. Spend as much time as possible performing an honest backtesting to gather data. So you can do this by buying, for example, a TradingView Pro, or you can get a FX Replay. That's one of the best softwares to backtest, and just make sure it's an honest backtesting, so you don't go back and change whatever you decided with, because in real market you cannot go back. After that, you're gonna go to this stage here, which is the journaling and improving. So while backtesting, you gotta write down anything you notice about every trade. Any trade that you enter, you're gonna write anything that you notice about this trade, either uh, a common thing that is repeated or just a pattern. You're gonna write it down. And based on the data that you got from the backtesting, pick the strategy that yields the best results and easier to spot, and also improve the strategy based on the journaling notes. So from your notes and from the patterns that you notice, you can improve the strategy. For example, if you're always, for example, aiming for 2R, but you notice from the journaling that mostly it goes up to 2.5 and the win rate doesn't decrease that much, then you can adjust the strategy to 2.5, and that's going to be a huge difference at the end. Okay, because 0.5R times, for example, 10 trades, that's 5R. And lastly, we're gonna go and trade the strategy that you pick or you end up choosing. You're gonna go and trade this in a demo account or just forward test it. Okay, and the advantage of this is to practice patience and prepare your psychology for real trading, because back testing is very different than forward testing or trading live. And what the difference is that in back testing you can go over data for years or for days in few seconds, but in reality a 15-minute candle takes 15 minutes to form. And that's a lot of time, so you need to practice your patience just by doing a demo trading, and that's also takes time. So this is gonna take time. This is gonna take most of the time here. The backtesting phase is gonna take the most of the time. Journaling and improving, not that much time, but it's gonna take time. So in short, backtesting and demo trading or forward testing gonna take the most time from this stage. At the last stage, it's the stage 3, which is the growing stage. Basically, in this stage, the main purpose is to grow the capital. As we all know, most people who are introduced to Forex, they want to make living out of this, and they usually start with a small capital. And we all know that small capital is not really, you can't really make a lot of money with a small capital. So what's the solution? This is where stage 3 comes. And basically, we're going to be using prop firms to give us a leverage in order to grow the capital the fastest way. The fastest way ever to grow a capital is using prep firms. So basically, we're going to use a prep firm. We're going to take a funded challenge account. We're going to try to best that account, get a withdrawal from here. It's going to take time. You don't need to, pass it from the first time, but, always make sure to be confident to pass it here. When we pass, we go into the personal account. We take some of the, outcome or the withdrawal from the prep firm. We put it in the personal account and we grow our personal account. So what is the strategy? The strategy is, let's imagine that we start with the first account and we get a withdrawal. For example, let's say it's a 100,000 account, for example. Okay, we pass that account, we get a 5% withdrawal, for example. That's 5K, $5,000. We're gonna put about, let's say, $3,000 into the personal account, and we're gonna use the $2,000 to buy more prop firms. And let's say from those $2,000, we buy 4 100K accounts. We pass two, we fail with two, and we only get, let's say, another $5,000 from one of the accounts. So we bought 4 accounts. We only were able to pass and then get a withdrawal from one of those. This 5K, we're gonna do the same. We're gonna take 3K into the personal account, just pump all of the money or some of the percentage of the withdrawal into the personal account, use the other 2K to buy another platform's account. And this way, instead of buying 100K account, next time is gonna be 200K account, and next time is gonna be 500K account. And this way you'll be growing and growing, the fastest way ever. I mean, when I started trading, there were no prop firms, and I struggled a lot because my capital was too small, and it was not the nicest way, to start trading because I was struggling, and this affected me psychologically. Why? Because I can see that, oh, for example, some people are risking 1%, and I'm risking 1%. I'm making $100, they're making $10,000. So sometimes I do risk more just to be at that level, but that did me no good. It got me very bad, and I lost 10% just because I was very greedy at that moment. So prop firms are very nice. And the way is that you get a prop firm account, you pump the money into the personal account. Why? Because eventually you're going to lose that prop firm account, but you're not going to lose your personal account. And that's it for today. It was a very quick lecture. But seriously, if anyone wants to approach, learning trading the right way, this is the only way that I can think of. Literally the right way. I wish that someone told me this. If anyone needs a one-on-one mentorship, check out the description. If you guys like this type of content, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Make sure to watch my other videos. I post a lot of strategies and other stuff. This was Mulham Trading, and thank you so much.